Hello, welcome to the Global Impact Virtual Conference hosted by ISTE Community Leaders. My name is Angelika Pohnitzer. I am the CEO of Leadership Associates and the co-founder of the Women Lead community. I live in Vienna, Austria. The session is entitled The Women Lead Community, the Power of Combining Learning and Community. And I will talk about our vision for the global community of women leaders we created. And we would be delighted if you'd like to partner with us if you're also working on women empowerment. So our Women Lead community combines learning offers and community. We believe this is so important for reaping the full benefit of adult education in the long term. You all know it, taking part in a training and then your daily life takes over again afterwards. We've seen it happen over and over again. The idea of the virtual platform that we created around the Women Lead community is, on the one hand, that the women can get in touch with each other at any moment in time when they need support. And on the other hand, that they can access the material that we and our partners provide whenever they need, whenever they have time, because this is, of course, another challenging issues, especially for those women leaders that are very engaged, maybe in their communities, in their job. And, we often have additional occupations. And this is something that we're working on together with our partners. So this is very important for us, that this is really a co-creation, on the one hand, of other female entrepreneurs, be it a network like ours, Leadership Associates, or also single solopreneurs that are offering services for women, no matter where they are. On the other hand, we're also working with local women communities. So often both the solopreneurs and the local communities or small online communities, they face the challenge that they cannot actually afford, or they don't dare to risk setting up a paid, which usually also means professional, platform for getting together. So many are struggling with other possibilities that exist, and they don't see they don't have a vision to go bigger, and we really want to support this. We can benefit from that great infrastructure, and of course, we can also benefit from the larger support network, because that means there are more women together who can support each other. And we're also bringing more activity, more ideas regarding co-creation through the contributors. So we're inviting really all of the women on our platform to actively contribute. And they can do that based on their own skills and interests. So it might be a book club, it might be a watch party on a certain topic, or a talk, a networking event. So we're really encouraging people to bring their own ideas. And what is special about the Women Lead community, you may ask? There's tons of communities around. And for us, it was really the situation that we didn't feel like we really fit anywhere in terms of our expectations. And so our community is very holistic. So we understand leadership as self-leadership and the leadership of others. And self-leadership and is something that each of us is doing every day. And on the other hand, also leading others, it's not linked only to our professional work. It might be in our community, it might be in our family. So we really established this culture of care, of seeing people as like complete persons and not kind of dividing into the personal and the professional life that you often have. So it's all about, deep listening, being able to be there as you are. And we also wanted to be a courageous space where people can really offer and express their views, their feelings. So we're trying to go beyond that usual networking offer that you often have, where connections, we feel, are often very superficial. We're kind of putting on a mask, right? And we have enough of that, we feel, in most of our workplaces. And on the other hand, what we were also missing in many of the communities is kind of a constructive and positive environment for women change makers. And this is our background. So we feel often there's kind of a negative vibe, it's all so difficult. It's all the multi-crisis. It's keeping us in this kind of challenged and maybe then stuck mode. And we really want to bring a positive vibe. And we know that there are challenges in this world, and for every single one of us as well. And we don't want to negate them, but we want to actually give each other inspiration how we can overcome them, and how we can also accept the situation as it is now and then build upon that. So this is our approach. Our vision is to create an association with all the partners, the members that we already have, and for our contributing members, including our partners, to decide also where we're going. So it's really a co-creation. So we want to create additional offers. And also, we want to be able in the future to support women projects around the world, especially those that help women who may not yet have such, on the one hand, technical access to the internet, to the digital opportunities that we have. And on the other hand, maybe they already start having the technical opportunities, but then what about actually training? What about, becoming aware what we can do with these digital offers? So we want to support women projects that support other women in doing just that. So we want to create a positive ecosystem of personal, professional, and social change. So let's look at the community together. So welcome to our community. You can see the community dashboard here. That includes also a welcome checklist. You can create that also for each of the spaces. You can see the overview of the spaces here on the left side, the complete menu. And on this dashboard, you can also find featured posts, our upcoming events, as well as the members. So up here, this is our community dashboard. You can see what's new in all of the spaces that you're a part of. You can see all the events and also the members, as we said. So you can also explore people who are near you. That, of course, in order to actually meet up physically as well. So we do encourage that, and we really want to provide a common platform for everybody to get together to find support and other inspiring women. There is also a great search function here that is very important. We have found, of course, in order to find both other members, but also content that you're interested in. So there is the possibility actually to search also by tags, by hashtags that you're using. So each of the spaces can also create different specific highlighted hashtags so people can find their way around and the things that really interest them. We can see up here also the profile section. You can get to know others initially here. And there's also a chat function. You can do individual chats or also group chats. You can invite other women that you know, and actually also even become an ambassador to the women lead community with some great benefits. And here, also very important, as we know on virtual communities, the possibility really to set very specific notifications as you want. So this is both on the one hand for the version that I'm using here via the web, but there is also an app, which nowadays, of course, is very important for people as well. So if you want to contribute actively, you can both just go here under Create, but you can also go to the specific space, like, for example, our home space, and share what's on your mind immediately with pictures and emojis. You can also schedule a post if you prefer. And what we offer here, for example, you can see also the overview of the events that we have on the community. So we have a welcome session each month. We also have workshops, tool insights. So this is all available for free. On the one hand, we are actively offering workshops and trainings on leadership-related topics, but we're inviting all our members to contribute. So we have a lot of different trainers, coaches, all coming from their specific, perspective and way of presenting. We also have various offers for networking, topical speed networking, but also a really great opportunity to get deeper into what we offer, what we need in our lives, both personal and professional. That's the offers and needs market. So there's a specific space for that as well, where you can, of course, also post. So if you don't have time during the event, you can simply post your offers there as well. And we also have really transformative offers like peer consulting and listening circles. So this is kind of the deeper version of peer coaching, you may know. This is based on the coaching circle methodology by the U School for Transformation, developed by the MIT in Boston. And we also offer some very deep protocols for connection that are based on the global project Live with Awareness, Courage, and Love, developed by psychologists Mavis Say in Seattle. And this is also a global project, and it's a great way to connect and also to practice your active listening skills. We also have inspirational quotes from women that we offer every week, and an overview of what's happening on the Women Lead community each week. So it's really easy to find your way, to know what's new. And so the home space is really our central place. But for each of the different offers, you can also find here in the navigation, the specific space, and find the events, comment, ask questions. And we also have the central Ask Us Anything space. You never know what people need. We developed the Women Lead community with EU co-funding as a support to one of our courses that we created for women that are working in the nonprofit sectors that are already advanced leaders. And we created this ACE leadership development course. And this is one example of the learning offers that we have here. So we now have, for example, 2 courses that are also directed at women for impact. And they are also held in different languages. So that's also something that we support. And you can see, how we set up our space. This is also very specific. So each partner for their courses, they can see, what is it that we want to offer? What are things called? But in principle, you can have a feed, you can have a chat function that's really just for this space. You can also set up your events here and have additional pages, overviews of participants. And of course, you can also upload course material. So this is an example of how we did it. And you can be very flexible. You can have everything there in one go. You can also set it up that there is one new feature, one new set of content each week, or people have to complete one before the next one starts. So you can have cohort-based courses, you can have individual online courses. It's all very, very flexible. So how does it work in terms of our partnership? Of course, we also co-finance the platform, the infrastructure, and we have a contributing scheme that is really based on the income that each partner makes on the course. So if there is something that you offer for free for the community, then there is nothing we charge you. If you do have a course that you charge people for, then we expect 10% of a contribution going to the community. So you're really running no risk in terms of, how many people will I get? How much income will I have in order to sustain the community also in the longer term, right? That was always a challenge for us. And now that we're co-creating this is really, on the one hand, a great feeling, that you can also offer your community so much more in general, and that you don't have these worries anymore. So we also have some great examples already, how we brought people together, and that's always so lovely. For example, one of our partners held a workshop on the community about her personality canvas. And during that workshop, she found another lady who was very interested and gave great input in terms of, how that canvas can be made more inclusive even for women around the world, and had ideas of, how to bring it further into the world. And they're now working together on this. So that's a really lovely example of how we work together. So in terms of our partnership, we also have a specific place for where we meet, let's say, as partners. We have a partner space, and here on our partner space, you can also find everything, all the details when we're meeting. Of course, we have the summary of our partner meetings, and we all have resources that are specific to our partnership. And just one thing I'll show you, it's the business cards, because we really want to invite you also to get engaged. If you're offering anything for women anywhere around the world, then join us, and we really are looking forward to welcoming you here, because yes, you can have it all. That's what we believe in, and we hope you're on board as well. I hope you enjoyed our excursion to the Women Lead community. And I'm really looking forward to hearing from you via LinkedIn, Facebook, or email. And please simply join our community. And you can also, of course, drop me a line there in chat. Thanks again for watching this session as part of the Global Impact Virtual Conference hosted by ISTA Community Leaders. Please watch other sessions, including those pre-recorded and those offered live. You can join in the conversation throughout the conference on the ISTA Connect and on social media using the hashtags ISTA Global and ISTA Community.